So I want you to make a bore cut. I put an orange line right here and right here. I want you to make a bore cut in, and I want you to stop before you break through the other side. And we'll see who can get the closest to getting almost all the way through, but not breaking through the other side.
What do they get if they win?
Hey, I can't say.
Hey, don't cheat your back.
Strategy. All right.
Massage your shoulders.
When you start a saw, the safest way to start it is when it's on the ground. So you've got it down on the ground. All right. You want all of your protection on, and your face protection, everything that so when you pick the saw up, you're ready to go. So that doesn't mean your ear flaps are up and your screen is up and all of that. I've run the saw today a couple times, and I'm still just going to give it a quick check, make sure everything's in place. I fueled it up before I came down here. You know, so good. I'm going to try the brake. Okay. So you can start it on the ground. The other method that's approved is you can start it between your legs, like this, where the rear handle is wedged between your legs, and you're pulling this way. Safest way to do it is on the ground. What you'll see some people do is they'll try to drop start it, and that's terrible. I mean, it's just, it's tough on the saw, it's tough on the pawls and the mechanism in here. And if for some reason you don't have this brake on, and you've got your hand on the throttle, and you're doing this, and all of a sudden that saw takes off, you know, that's just a recipe for disaster. Do you want me to make a bore cut first to show you, or do you want to just give it a try?
I'll give it a try. You can tell me what I'm doing wrong.
All right.
So you started with the brake on?
Yes, you always start with the brake on, and I usually double check that before I start.
Wait, Ray, you gotta use the old husky. We don't want to get that saw dirty.
So, and when you start it on the ground, you want to put 1 foot right here. That's why that's nice and wide, not only protect your hand. Are you familiar with the size? You came in and looked at it today. So there's a choke, decompression button right there, which is already pushed in, and then there's a stop-start button here.
Okay.
So you have ear eye protection. You all good?
Great.
Yeah, everybody set? I think that's it.
Okay.
Okay, now stop right there. Usually, when you get it to fire once, then push your choke in. Okay. And then push your decompression button in again, too. Excellent. So now put your saw back in there. All right. All right. So we'll see how level you are.
Not at all.
And that's really hard to do. But when you're cutting a tree, you want that as level as you can possibly get it. But until you practice doing that, that's hard because you're standing up and the tendency is to go down with it. And did you break through? Not quite. All right, so why don't you pull it out? $7 inches. Yeah, pretty good. You came within about half to 3/4 of an inch where you went through.
Pretty good?
Pretty good.
Maybe yours.
I wasn't going for score.
Oh,
I
okay.
will. Okay. I'll use my son. Darren, you want to give it a shot?
Oh yeah.
And I don't care which one you use. There's a couple of Again, you want to run it full throttle. You want to make sure you have a nice sharp chain, and this one is super sharp because it's brand new. Just before you get started, did anybody know what part of the chain actually cuts the wood?
That. Whoops.
Anybody know what part of the chain? The top piece. It's actually the side right here.
Right there.
So this little point grabs the fiber, and then that's what's cutting the fiber. This portion of the tooth is actually cleaning the fiber out of, cleaning the wood chip out of the cavity that you're creating.
Yeah, so it's that piece that you sharpen.
Right. So it catches it here,
Yep.
cuts it here, and this is what's cleaning it out. So, and there's a lot, you won't believe the number of styles of types of chains there are.
It's a little big.
There's all sorts of things that people are into this big time to get the maximum out of
I
cutting.
think mine might be 8. That's what I know.
All right, Darren, any questions? Nope. All right, give it a shot.
So I did my safety check.
Okay?
Everything works. Fuel, oil, we're all set.
Your chainsaw brake on?
Yes. Decompression button.
Yep. So you want it off to the side. So if something happens, it's going to go this way. If you have it like this, it's going to come back at you. Okay, so stick it back in there and we'll see how you did on that. Oh, not too bad. Right, dead on. Nice. See how you did it.
Yeah, I think from yesterday.
See that? Well,
But maybe an inch and a half short.
You didn't tell me it was supposed to be level.
did in
But
the meeting.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, there.
you had your
He was
earplugs
mumbling
in,
about
so you
it.
didn't hear me. So what was the difference between the way Darren did it and the way Ray did it?
Skill.
Skill? Age?
Well, I think he had his throttle was a little higher. I think.
And I think Ray was bending over, right? You were standing up and kind of like this.
Yeah.
Which is the tendency is to go down. When Darren got down on one knee, and you know,
Just do it the way you showed me. Though.
thank you. Probably okay in this environment, but if you're cutting a tree and you're down on one knee and something screwy happens and you need to get out of the way quick, what's going to happen? Who's going to get out of there quicker? Ray's going to, well. Just
Thanks.
deferring to the most senior member of our party.
Only by 1 day though.
I don't, yeah, well. Cool. Does anybody else want to try this?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
Okay.